Okay, we are back. Whoa, okay. I must have skipped at some point. I woke up to the frigid winter morning. Given my current finances, I couldn't afford to... We're back, by the way. Part 2. It definitely hasn't gotten darker in here. I'm recording this immediately after Part 1. It hasn't been a few hours. Given my current finances, I couldn't afford to turn on the heating and had to sleep wrapped in thick blankets instead. A thick tarp. Blankets do not fold like that. As soon as I tore myself from the sanctuary of my warm futon, that's a bed. Is a bed a futon? Is a futon a bed? I was assaulted from every direction by Old Man Winter. As I entered the bathroom, don't take that in a weird way. He was not assaulted by an old man. As I entered the bathroom, trying my best not to faint from both the cold and the sleepiness. An unkempt face with weary eyes stared back at me as I stood before the mirror. Jesus Christ. I had been unemployed for the past 2 months after being fired from my last job. Thanks to my paltry savings, the past few weeks have been a losing war against eviction and starvation. Oh my god. However, my luck finally turned around. By chance, I encountered an old professor from manager school who happened to own a talent agency. Starting today, I was going to be a producer at Shining Productions, where I could once again manage a group of idols. Once again? Did they mention that he had done that before? I had done that before. That was my dream, to become the producer of Japan's greatest idol group. That's subjective. That's why last year I started working as a manager at Golden Calf Productions. Ha ha ha. That's a reference to idols, as mentioned before. Japan's premier talent agency. Golden Calf manufacture girls into stars. Today, the idols of Golden Calf regularly appeared on national television and consistently filled every concert with attendees. Not only that, but Golden Calf had substantial ties to media corporations as well as the Japanese government. You could call it Japan's #1 idol corporation. Christ almighty. Literally powerful in every way. I thought I was finally a step closer to realizing my dream when I was hired by Golden Calf last year. However, that dream was abruptly cut short when I was fired due to certain incidents. Ever since then, my life had been a nightmare. Okay, just gonna gloss over that. Shook up my head and cleaned myself up with a razor. I did not, actually. Now that nightmare was going to end. Damn it. I was going to grasp this second chance to become an idol producer once more. Gathering my energy, I shook myself awake and left my apartment. Off we go to generic Street 1. After a bit of a walk, I arrived at Shining Production Office, which apparently was a barber shop between 2 vending machines. I couldn't help but be somewhat taken aback by the crumbling tenement? It doesn't look that bad. Frankly, the apartment was largely a dump with crackling concrete walls and faded windows, half of which were covered up with plywood. What? Did they pick the wrong image for this? For a while, I was left wondering if I was even at the right location. However, upon closer inspection, a row of faded and peeling stickers spelled out Shining Productions on the second floor window. I swallowed my apprehension and went upstairs, only to be greeted with a cramped office. Hello? I look around for anyone else. A tiny girl who looked about 14 years old poked her head out from behind a rolling whiteboard. What do you want? Is this Shining Productions? I'm the new producer. What do you mean, Guck? What the What are you? The girl suddenly scrambled to attention. I'm Aki-chan, the eternally 12-year-old idol. Don't know if you should be promoting that. Listen here, you. Listen here, you. What the hell was with this sudden 180 personality shift? Ugh. I see. I opened up the portfolio Professor Okada gave me yesterday. Sure enough, I found Kashiwagi Aki listed as one of the talent candidates for Shining Productions. Kashiwagi Aki, 18 years old. Okay. Was a child model, then became an idol at the tender age of 12. I see. Child idols appeal to a certain very limited subset of the fan base. Also suspect. But no matter what, they had an expiration date after which their fans suddenly lose interest and turn to the next fresh little thing. Ugh, don't refer to them like that. Sure, they can try to keep up the elementary schooler act for as long as they want, but all girls grow up eventually. Hey, don't look at me like I'm some sort of creeper. I'm just laying things as they are. I bowed a bit to Aki. I look forward to working with you, Kashiwagi-san. I won't. No. Well, let's see how long she can keep up with the whole I'm just a stupid kid tee-hee act. The most important thing was to not get caught up in the act yourself. Well, it doesn't look like she had any problems with that because she greeted us with a nasty attitude earlier, didn't she? Never forget that these girls are thinking only of themselves. The entertainment industry was a dog-eat-dog world, and still is. As we will soon find out, I've been told. At the end of the day, what mattered was getting ahead in the rat race. The whole I'm just a weak little girl you need to protect act was for their own benefit. Hey, producer fan here. The girl went into what looked like a break room, where the others were gathered. A hodgepodge of girls emerged. How many do we have? Oh, it's her. Before I could see her, one of the girls retreated back into the room. What was her issue? Was she pulling the, I'm just a pure virgin who's scared of men card? Wait, what kind of card? Before I could investigate, the oldest looking woman of the group began talking. Was she supposed to be the alpha of this pack? Hey, I was you at one point. So you're our new producer, eh? Shit. She stunk of tobacco and booze. Get away from me. Swaggered decided she was drunk. Is she still drunk? In fact, given her stench, I wouldn't be surprised if she at all if she actually was drunk. I don't care, he's some kind of big shot who used the word for I ain't letting you have your way with these girls. In a literal sense? 'Cause that's absolutely what I'm here to do. I mean, what? No, we just walk in cash cows to need to explain. He's gonna swim in your pool. Oh, you meant in a financial sense. No, I won't do that. You don't think you're... And here you have the textbook example of a burnt-out idol entering the latter half of her 20s. Basically, this is the end of the line. Even the best idols eventually lose their youth, and that's when the fans start turning away. Your body suddenly can't pull off those dance moves you used to do so well as a teenager. Parts start getting wrinkly and sag. At 25? I'm in for a hell of a ride, apparently. And so, at their wits' end, they crash down the slope of recreation, drugs, and booze. And then die. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh. Blonde hair and blue eyes. Wonderful. You're trying. Haven't we told you not to come to work? Alright, so this is just standard, I suppose. So, you were drinking with me too last night. You're both drinking? Yeah. I guess so. Just fucking... Blonde girl pushed Mario back into the break room and then returned. Watanabe Julie. My mom's Japanese, while my dad is American, in case you're wondering about the hair.
Producer?
Counting on you. Ah, Hafu. Idols of mixed ancestry tend to excite fans the same way as exotic animals do at zoos. A blondie emanated a powerful aura about her, as if to be she expected to be treated like royalty. Okay, we're talking about her. She's blondie, even though the fact that she just told me her name, despite the fact that she just told me her name, Watanabe Julie, just as expected from an idol, huh? After all, American girls have reputations of being more wild, so just let the imagination of the fan base run, and they can already conjure up all sorts of unimaginable scenarios in their head about this and that. You know, this and that. Not like I'm doing right now. Sometimes guys get tired of jerking off to the same old Japanese face and want something more unique. Something they need to tame first. Is that the appeal? Oh, whatever. Hey, I mean, I'm just laying it out as it is. I'm just doing my job here. I'm not trying to make friends out of my coworkers. I'm here to make them commercially successful. I'm here to do exactly what the other chick just told me not to do. Oh, Christ. You look even younger than the last one. Tanabe Natsuki, but everyone calls me Natan. Country girl from Kansai turned Tokyo Idol. Oh, she's the country girl. She seemed more at place in front of a pickup truck on a dirt farm road than dancing on a stage. Skin was tan brown, as if she had spent her entire childhood picking rice from the fields or something. Do you really pick rice? How does rice work? What was a girl like that doing in Tokyo trying to become an idol? Who knows? Is it my job to judge them? No, I'm here to make them into stars. Darling. I guess nowadays girls with defects were considered moe too, but turning a country bumpkin into an idol? How is that a defect? No matter how you spun this was going to be a hard sell. Absolutely not. According to what you were saying, there's none like them on the market. I turned my attention to the two other girls. Nemo. Ara. Tell me, Nemo? Knitting, cooking. Oh, okay, the airhead. She's pretty much the conventional image of an idol. Just a little airheaded, domestic, submissive, and just look at those melons dangling from her chest. Although I wonder just how much of that was real and what was fake. And I wasn't just talking about her personality. Oh, producer. Was that her antenna? You need to be more careful. I can actually read people's minds with that heart-shaped. It was her antenna. God damn it. Okay, that seemed pretty far-fetched. It seemed like Nemo was actually pretty clever. I guess despite her airheaded appearance, Nemo was sharp at reading people's thoughts. That was a necessary skill for a successful idol in any matter. Get them contracts worked out. Not only seemed to confirm that Nemo was sharper than she let on. I don't mind. It's interesting in taking a gander. What do you mean? I mean, you saying I'm allowed? Nemo exposed more of her cleavage in an absent-minded manner, as if stripping down in the middle of the office was a regular occurrence. Despite being a healthy young man with an unavoidable interest in such matters, I had to remain above the games that these girls play. We'll be doing the physical examination later.
Hi.
That left one girl, aside from the one who hid from me. Shit, I already have an insanely bad feeling about her. What's with this cosplay? A servant of the dark soul beckons you, my new master. The trials of... I love Chunibios. The trials of this one have been grave, filled with many hopeless battles, and in the end, I feared I had sustained a mortal wound. Oh god, do you have to talk this much? This is the bad part about Chunibios. What is the... Rise yet again. Yes, I'd gathered that. Thanks to a certain late-night anime, acting like a fool middle schooler has been all the rage with the Akaba folk lately. From light novels to eroge to anime, characters of this flock were propagating everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they seeped into the idol world as well. Oh, Dark One, why do you pause so? Sounded like a gay pause. These eyes suffer? Yes, in some senses. Most senses. Die. Not feeling like playing along, I just looked at her information from my portfolio. 20 years of age, high school diploma, but everything else in her resume after that was a giant blank. No prior work experience in the idol industry. Hashimoto Mika-san, I presume. I look forward to working with you. Chuni-chan. No one could even understand what you're saying. Well, the same goes for you, Aki. That seemed to put a stop in Mika's act. Mika or Mika? Mika. She pouted and looked away from Aki, even though she's looking towards her. So the two of them didn't get along. I'll have to be careful. Well, that was everyone for now. Where's Sasa-chan? Oh, hey, it's Sausage! Aki peered into the break room and pulled her out. Gak! Gak! This girl, she was the one from that incident. The one that got me fired from Golden Calf. Oh, is that what she hid from me earlier? Yeah. What was she doing here? Come to think of it, she most likely got fired after what happened too. Did she sign on with Shining Productions after that? Probably. The coincidence was too convenient. Most likely, the professor perfectly... The professor? Oh yeah, the professor they mentioned earlier. You know, the one guy. The professor purposefully hired the both of us, trying to work together, precisely knowing the details of that incident. That would explain why a fired producer like me was suddenly hired out of the blue for this agency. So the professor played a fast one on me, huh? I rubbed the back of my head in frustration. Something wrong? No. Well, fine. For now, I didn't want to share the particulars of my exit from Golden Calf with the other girls. It's none of your business, Shimazaki Samizi-san. Shimazaki Sasimi-san. Sausage. I look forward to working with you. With that, Sasimi retired behind the other girls. You're always too shy, you'll only become an idol with that attitude. With that, the self-introductions were over. As if on cue, Professor Okada walked through the door. Good morning! Ohayou gozaimasu! Good morning, Professor. Good morning, everyone. My apologies for my tardy arrival. It appears you girls have already met your new producer. Professor Okada introduced me once more to the girls. Nishiyama-kun is a former student of mine. While he's still young, he's a diligent worker who will do everything in his power to turn everyone into successful idols. Please work hard together. Understood. Understood that I've gone way over time. Whatever. I will guess there's a part 3 to this. And a lot more, apparently. I mean, I don't know. I picked this up immediately after the first part. Anyways, bye.